Hello and welcome from Fefor in Norway. Norway known for being land of the Vikings and home to some of the world's strongest men. And it's here at Fefor Hotel in Norway that another saga of strength will be told with the host of the IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge. 8 athletes from around the globe have been gathered together to compete over 5 stone lifting strength events where one athlete will be crowned world champion. Let's now introduce you to our athletes competing. That's your lineup.
Brian Pennell, Canada.
Johan Langhorst, Netherlands. Javassi János, Hungary.
Molnár Zsolt, Hungary.
Peter Puha, Slovakia.
Chris Burke, USA.
Janis Skuins, Scotland.
Andy Kearney, Scotland.
Johan, great to see you back here competing in the IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge. You've been third on 3 occasions here. You're coming into this competition, you've got a slight injury you've picked up. Is that going to hamper your performances?
Yeah, it's bad for a couple of events for the pressing, and I think Atlas stones also a little bit dangerous, but the rest of the events should be fine, and hoping to place as high as possible.
Brian, first time competing here at the Stones of Strength World Challenge. You won the Canadian Stones of Strength, the IHGF Canadian Stones of Strength Championships. How does it feel being here for the first time, competing in a competition like this?
It feels awesome. There's a lot of great guys here, and I'm hoping to learn a lot and do my best.
And how's your preparations leading up to this competition?
Preparation was really good. We did the 2019 Canadas this year as well, and I won those, so feeling strong.
Yanni, you are the current Hungarian Stones of Strength champion. How does it feel competing here for the first time and competing in a lineup of athletes that's competing here in this World Championships?
Nagyon örülök a meghívásnak, szép tájon még ugye nem voltam, nem versenyeztem, a fiúknak a többségét nem ismerem, hát remélem egy középmezőnyt vagy egy dobogót sikerül összehoznom, de meglátjuk a végén mi lesz.
Andy, great to see you here in the lineup in this IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge. You've been 7 times World Powerlifting Champion. You have lifted every stone in Scotland. But here we've got a competition for, we've taken 5 strength events, stone lifting events together. How do you think you're going to fare?
Well, first of all, it's an honour to be here, Francis, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I've not done any stone putting. I've never done any specific stone training in a competition for a long, long time, but I'll give it 100% every event, and I'm going to make sure I enjoy every second of it. I'm going to make sure I enjoy every second of it.
Janis, it's great to have you here competing in Fefor Norway, representing Scotland. How does it feel being here and competing in this World Championships?
Oh, it's awesome. It's a great pleasure to be here. Yeah, I can't wait to start lifting some stones.
Now, you qualified to be here through a series of qualifiers in Scotland, which led to the finals, which was held in Blairgowrie, Scotland. Scotland Stones of Strength Championships. You won it. You're here. You've had a great season so far. You actually set a world record earlier on in the year in the Blair Stones. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it was pretty random. I kind of showed up not knowing where I'm going to be. Either I'm going to lift or not, because sometimes the weather is unpredictable in Scotland, as it is. So yeah, well, I was kind of competing with one of the boys that was slightly better at the time, and then I thought, well, I'll give it a go. That was pretty much the last run of the day, and yeah, my time was better, and I kind of set the world record at the time. That was awesome.
Chris, first event up is going to be the 50-pound stone put. Now, in the past, this has been a good event for you. You've competed in the World Strength Games, Several times you've competed in the Stones of Strength World Challenge. Looking at his size and shape as stone, is it going to be a good fit for you?
To be honest, I'm not positive. I think last year I took 4th or 5th in this event. We were using the same stone. We'll see how comfortable I can get with it today. I have a little issue with my side right now. I think I have an oblique strain, so getting full extension on it's a little bit rough. But I'm just going to do my best to see what happens.
So some new faces here in the lineup. Any concerns?
Yeah, well, honestly, it's a wild card because I don't really know a lot of these guys. So, some people show up and they're absolute beasts. So we'll just have to see what happens after the first few events. I'll get a better feel for where I'm going to stack up the rest of the show.
There is no secret, really. Everyone, sounds like a cliche, but it's really, really hard work. It's having a goal and sticking to it, being very, very stubborn, and just taking your time. I loved what I did, so I wanted to last at it a long time and be able to compete as long as I could. The only way I could do that is if I didn't get hurt or got less hurt than I normally would. And so I just took my time, and then it grew, and I perfected my technique and my routines, and it all ended up coming together really well.
And what do you think were the most important points in your career?
Technique and having a proper your routine. There's a lot of routines that work, but having the goal and pricking the proper numbers and stuff along the way is the key.
In the seminar, you talked a lot about the techniques. What is the most important? What are the most important details when you are trying to do some kind of routines?
With the technique, it has to feel comfortable for you, or else your brain won't accept it and you end up getting hurt. So even though, let's say you and I were built the same way, we might not squat or deadlift or bench the same way too, because how we're built on the inside doesn't always reflect how it looks on the outside. So that's what I mean when I say it has to feel good for your body to be able to do it. And then as far as the routine is, I would write it out beforehand. So every set I did, every repetition I did, every weight I used on every exercise was all set out beforehand, and I didn't have to change it.
You also mentioned that you have to feel what's the best for you. Is that means that the instincts are very important in this sport?
Oh, that's probably the best, because if your technique is off, you can either get hurt or you just miss weights all the time and it never feels comfortable. And you'd probably quit because you suck at it.
How do you see nowadays the sport, the power sports, the fitness?
This is fantastic because, I was a power lifter, but I cannot do what these strongman guys and these Highland Games guys do, or the women. The women would beat my ass. So it's a question of being humble and respect. My place was in the gym for powerlifting. Their place is doing what they do. I don't know how to change the oil on my car even. So somebody else is going to be good at something, and you just have to respect everyone.
Our first event in this men's IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge. It's a 50-pound stone put. Athletes were going to pick a stone up into their shoulder. They're going to run a roughly 3 meters, run up to the trig, putt. They've got 3 attempts, a base to it, 3 attempts count.
Go, Johan! That's a better throw than any of the 2 other ones you've had, I believe. Chris will have the biggest increase of this round since he zeroed on the first attempt. Come on, Chris!
Nice! Good job!
That was good.
Good throw, Peter. Also up there, between 17 and 18, I believe. 17.3. Come on, Andy. High and far. That was a good throw from Brian. He's looking to beat Burke. Let's see. 8 half an inch behind Chris Burke. Now is Janos and Zolt. Now is Zolt Molnar.
Chris, Brian, what a competition it was. Chris, you led the way here. Took the early lead in the competition. You topped out with a best at 18 feet 1.5, but you were topped by Brian, who produced a throw at 18 feet 5 to pull ahead, nudge you back into third place. Content with second place?
Yeah, I think it's a really good start to this competition. I don't have a lot of experience stone throwing, so I'm really happy with it.
And for you, Chris, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, my first one, I really tried to sell it, and I ended up stepping over the line, so I got the foul. The second one felt really good, and I knew on the third one if I was going to do anything to keep my place, I really had to go for it, but it just kind of came off my fingers weird, so still happy. I mean, it was much better than I did last year. So.
Well, good points in the first event of the competition. We're going into the second event of the competition, which is the overhead stone press, 230 pounds, and you guys are built for this with the shoulders. Chris, how much are you looking forward to this event?
I'm looking really forward to it. As long as I can find my foot balance, I think I can hammer out a few reps. So we'll see how everybody else does, but I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
And for you, Brian?
Yeah, it's the first time touching the stone, so I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be a good learning experience.
Janice, that was a good result for you there in the first event with a 50-pound stone putt, taking the win with a putt at 20 feet 2. Just how important is that psychologically to get a first win underneath your belt?
Oh, it's very important. It sets up for the whole games. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next event, see what I can do.
Now, next event coming up is going to be the 230-pound stone press overhead. How much are you looking forward to that, and how many reps do you think you can knock out?
Well, it depends. We'll see how the first rep goes, and then we'll play by ear. But I hope for about 3, 4, 5, possibly. Well, I'll do what I can.
Our next event coming up is the overhead stone press, 230 pounds. Athletes have got to pick from the ground, up into their chest, press overhead, get the down signal from a judge, back to the ground. They've got to repeat as many times as possible in 90 seconds.
Come on! Ready? Go! Let's go, Bert! Go, Chris. Up.
Good, Bert.
Steady, up. Balance. Nice.
You didn't get that. Nice, clean.
Go on, Chris. Do it.
Time?
into one good press, Chris. Put all your energy into one good press.
Yeah, everything in one press.
Come on. Right.
Good.
Push it. Come on. Up. Down. Nice.
Yes, one rep for Chris.
30 seconds. One more. Come on.
Let's go.
Okay, now's it.
One more.
This is it, Chris. Come on.
Squeeze it on the top. Squeeze it. Sorry, Chris. 5. 1 rep.
Same shit.
Giannis is next.
Tough stone, man.
Sorry, Chris, but
No, it's rules of rules.
so Giannis, focus
Are
on
Scotsman
side.
good stone pressers or not?
Ready? Go. Come on. Good shot. Come on.
Finding the balance.
Come on.
He held that stone for 30 seconds, so that's an accomplishment.
Ready.
Yes, good placing. Nope.
Yeah. Ready? Go.
Shoot!
Come on. Take your time.
Over. Squeeze it and roll it. That's it.
Lean back, lean back, lean back. At least you'll win the competition stone cleans for reps. Doing a good job, Andy. The cleans are nice. You get it high on the chest, but you need to lean more back at the top. Lean back more at the top. Lean back, lean back. Keep it on. Yeah. Oh. Good job, Andy. Brian Pennell, then Janos and Son.
Ready? Go.
High on the chest.
Még egy kicsit gurítsd magad felé.
Look strong.
Gyújtsd már ki. Down.
And one rep for Janos.
Engedd vissza. Come on. Nyújtsd ki a könnyöket nagyot. Nyújtsd ki a könnyöket.
Andy is a strict referee and I like it. The athletes might not, but one more rep will put you equal with Chris in the total standing.
Húsz hátra.
That first rep made you almost 9 points. It seems like you'll go away with one rep.
Kár érte, de
En rep, masse poäng. Ja, god tid. Yeah. Please, nobody say take your time to Bjørn André. We might be here a while.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready. Come here. Ready.
Tøff nå, Bjørn André.
Time is run. Kjør med Bjørn! Kom igjen nå!
Ja, flott løft. Legg det bakover, kompis. Rolig nå, rolig nå. Rolig nå.
Opp med skiltet! Kom igjen!
Prøv å få grepet ut på sidene, Bjørn. Puste. Der, ja. Rull bak, få hånd bak den under. Der, ja! Rolig, rolig, rolig. Rolig og fin. Okay. Nice try, Bjørn André. That means that Chris Burke and Janos Sebastian are the only two with
Chris, well done in overhead stone press. You're one of only 2 athletes to press a stone overhead. Yourself and Yannis Sebastian are hungry. You come very close to locking out 2 other reps, but what was happening here? Was it the awkwardness of the stone? Was it the feet work? What was happening here? Tell us.
It's a little bit of everything. So the weight of the stone's not an issue for us, but it's kind of heavy on one side of the stone. With the high altitude, we've been getting a lot of muscle cramps as well. And then of course the ground's got a bunch of divots from the Highland Games and stuff. So when we're trying to get pressure into the ground, we're stepping into holes and getting off balance. So it's really hard to fight that and lock out a stone that's, it's off balance. So you get it overhead, and if your legs aren't stable, you're just not going to hold on to it.
Well, next event coming up is going to be the stone carry. 160 kilo for max distance. This event, the overhead stone press, has really pulled you up in points, so you really need to be in the top 2 or 3 here, getting into the last few events. How do you feel?
It's a good event for me. So last year I took second in it, and I'm hoping I can do better this year. So it's just a matter of fighting the cramps and just keep going. But I think you see a good showing for me on this one.
Yanni, good result for you in the overhead stone press. You tied with Chris Burke. What was it? Most of the athletes, it proved a real challenge. For you, was it the shape? Was it the weight of the stone? Tell us.
Nagyon örülök ennek a egynek is úgymond. Sajnos ketten nyomtuk meg ezt az egyet. Ugye hát ennek nagy titka nincs, ugye 105 kg, viszont annyival volt rosszabb, hogy ez a kő nagyon kicsike volt, nagyon szüken kellett fogni, és ezért volt nagyon nehéz megnyomni, ugye teljesen nyújtott karra kellett elvégezni. Valószínűleg többiek is ezért nem tudták, mert nem tudták uralni a súlyt, hogy nem tudták kinyújtani teljesen a karjukat.
Our next event, the Fefor stone carry. Athletes have got to pick this massive stone, 160 pounds, up onto their chest. It's going to be crushing in their lungs. It's going to be hard to breathe. They're getting up and doing a course for max distance of 15 metres, up and down until they drop it. This is survival of the fittest.
You got it.
Get those hands folded, Burke.
You got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hip stop on the knees.
Solid grip.
Hold them hands hard.
That's perfect.
There you go. That's perfect.
Come on.
Really good, Christopher. Breathe. Get some air in. Breathe, Chris. Breathe. And keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going, Chris. Keep going.
Keep going, Chris.
And breathe.
You got it. You got it.
And all the way back. All the way back. All the way. All the way. All the way. Det er lite sånn rusk rot der. Nei, ikke begynn å dekke over noe, Thomas. Det er den lille... Er det foran tåa til dommeren? Lift up on the knees. See if you can pull those hands in front of you. Yes. And let's see if you can walk without jeans on. Ah, beautiful carry, Yanis. Yeah. Just grab the stone. Keep going, Yanis. Don't you let go. Yes. Good reset, Yanis. Walk, Yanis. You can do this. Just keep fighting. It's a struggle anyway. Go on, Yanis. Step by step. Each step is almost a meter, Yanis. Don't you quit on me. You're not quitting. Guess you were quitting on me. Björn Andreas Solvang. And that's a good start for Peter. Yes. It's a good start, Peter. $15 meters, Peter. If you make it to 30, I'll buy you a whiskey later. Go, Peter. Go, Peter. Step by step, Peter. Step by step. Yes. Yes, keep going. Keep going. It's gonna hurt anyway. Okej, rätt bak stein. Emil. Rätt bak stein. Där ja. Där. Där. 15 plus. 9 pairs at this event. He's got the stone up in his lap. And got the grip. And yeah, we're walking. 160 kilo. Brian. 15 meters. Oh, don't you drop it. Take a deep breath and get back at it. There you go, Brian. There you go. You can do it all the way, Brian. Oh, measurements. Struggles to find a way to get it up into his lap. There it is. Plenty strong. Let's see. Good grip. And then get those short feet moving. Come on. Very good. And 15. And now every meter will get you a point. Every meter will get you a point from this point on. Every meter will give you a point. It's so close now. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Every step counts. Every step counts. Come on. Every step. Every move you make. Yes, we have liftoff. We have liftoff. Yes. Go on, Salt. Oh yeah. Grip is good. Position is good. And we're at 15 meters. Now every step counts from now on. It looks really good. And that's the second place there. Closing in on Chris Burke. 30 meters past. Houston, we have a problem. And Fefor, I think we have a winner. 45 meters! That concludes the Stones of Strength class for now. I have no idea what happens next. I will interviews, of course. Francis wants his TV time.
Jolt, what a performance. You stormed the course here. The stone proved a real challenge for most of the athletes, but for you, it looks easy. Tell us, was it easy?
Láttam az elején, hogy a többinek nagyon rosszul megy a felvétel is. Láttam, szenvednek vele. Egyszer rápróbáltam, megtaláltam rajta a jó fogást. Könnyedén ment, éreztem is, hogy jó lesz, még lett volna bennem, de igazából értelme nem volt, mert túlmentem a legjobban is.
Chris, great performance you put up there. You were leading, you took the early lead. How was it for you just sitting back watching up until our final athlete, Zolt, overtook you 45 meters? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nerve-wracking to watch because obviously you want the guys to do good. I mean, we all appreciate each other in this sport. But, you know, you're sitting there and you're watching them take that break and you're like, how much more is he going to get out of it? Just seeing each step and kind of worrying that they're going to surpass you. It's like, it's nerve-wracking, but, you know, at the end of the day, I already put my mark down, so I just wait and see what happens.
Well, the second place finish overall in that event, and you're still in number one spot getting into the last two events in this IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge.
Yeah, feels good. I'm really excited for the events tomorrow. They're really good events for me, so I'm looking forward to it. I think I got a good chance at taking this one.
Johan, the stone medley is coming up here now. This is usually a good event for you because you're one of the lighter athletes and you're quicker and you're explosive. Possibly top three you're hoping for?
Yeah, I still got the field record on the stone medley, so yeah, I'm hoping for a win. I need the points.
Our next event, the stone medley. Athletes have got left a series of 4 stones, ranging in weight from 90 kilo, 100 kilo, 107, finishing off with a massive 116 kilo. They're going to carry it across a course of 8 meters, drop it, come back, pick up the next one. They've got 90 seconds to complete the course in the fastest time possible.
107 and 116. So this is a 90 kilo stone. Nicely put down. That's perfect. Extra points for style. 103 kilos. Well, that's a Scotsman for you. He can carry stones. 107 kilos. Go, Bonnie, Prince Andy. There you go, Andy. Nicely put. That's how they get frustrated. 116 kilos. It's going to be an amazing time for Andy. It's going to be 40-17. That's a good time. 40-17. Are you ready? Go! Come on, Johan is on his way. Very good. Kan denne volumen nede, vi kan sjekke det etterpå. Det kan være PC-volumen i settene på veksebordet. 2. Go, Johan! Bra, Johan. Let's go, Johan. Okay, so the 116 kilo. Johan Langhorst. This will be exciting. mark.
Ready, go!
Okay, the 90 kilo is on its way. Okay, that's fast. 103 kilos. 107 on its way. And we'll repeat, long horse time is 32.62. 32.62. 32.62. And Zolt Molnar, 31.79. Zolt Molnar in lead. Before Yanis.
Ready, go!
Yanis is on his way.
Come on!
We're really excited this weekend to see how Yanis fares with a kilt instead of jeans. He normally just takes his shirt off and wears in his jeans. Good job. On to the 107 kilo stone. Don't be careful, Yanis. Stop, there's wee feet moving. Very good. Now for the 116. And the time will be exciting. Everyone shout. 31.79 and 34.21. So third best. 34. Jan Sebastian.
Ready, go!
It's a start from Adam.
Come on!
Very fast. Oh, and very time to beat is 31.79. I love the way the boys put the stones down onto the 107 kilo. 31.79 is very possible for Janos. Go Janos, go, 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 go! 31.79. 31.79. 31.79. 34.84.
Hát nincs ugrás, jó volt a végén. De egyébként Márkod volt, hogy beestél.
And now the judges mark.
Chris, ready, go!
Chris is off. Put it down. Yes. Go Chris. 103. Yes. 103. On to 107. Now start. Time will go. 31. 31. 36.99. There are still ways that this can slip away from.
Zolt, well done on your victory win. Very, very fast time and a very tough group of athletes. You're going to be delighted with your performance.
Ennek a számnak igazából úgy álltam neki, tudtam, hogy erős a mezőny. Tegnap még 4. helyen álltam, ott tudtam hozni egyet, tudtam azt is, hogy ebben a versenyszámban nagyon jó vagyok. Bíztam is benne, hogy az elsőt hozom. Egy-két hibám volt benne, amiben hibáztam felvételni, meg a cipelésbe, de amúgy nagyon meg vagyok elégedve, hogy ilyen mezőnyben ezt a sikert elértem, ezt a helyezést.
Johan, great result for you in the stone medley. You made it into the top 3.
Yeah, really satisfied with it because I had to be careful with my chest, of course. But it held up and was the second time. So yeah.
So the Atlas stones, I know you come into this competition with a little bit of an injury. You know, is it going to hamper you? Is that a concern in your mind going into this event?
Yeah, that's a big concern. But I'm 2 points out for the podium, so I have to try my best. Hoping it holds up and just try my best.
Chris, 5th place overall here in the stone medley. You're the place you wanted. You were actually hoping for the win here, but still you're 3 points in the lead getting into the last event.
Yeah, I don't know. I just when I was picking the stones, they were really dirty, and I just didn't feel like I got a comfortable hold on them. And just those few seconds cost me big time on the points, but it's the best I could do right now.
So last event, the Atlas Stones. I know it's a good event for you, but you know, it's yours to lose. You can't afford to make any mistakes. The title is within your grasp.
Yeah, we'll just hopefully I get rested from this, and I mean, stones are a good event for me, so hopefully the weather holds out and we have some dry stones, and I'll put down the best time I can.
Andy, Atlas Stones coming up next. Series of 5 stones ranging in weight for 250 up to 400 pounds. How much are you looking forward to this event?
Yeah, I love the Atlas Stones. It's been 10 years since I put tacky glue on, so I'm rekindling my 30s, but I'm really looking forward to it, Francis. Yesterday wasn't a good day for me. I wasn't feeling very well, but today I'm feeling much stronger, so I'd like to finish this competition on a high.
Well, it all comes down to our final event with the Atlas Stones. Athletes have got left a series of stones ranging in weight from 250 up to a massive 400 pounds onto these battles. Athletes have got 90 seconds to complete all 5 stones in the fastest time possible.
America! Ready? Go! Yes, come on! Come on.
112, 122, 142,
Easy.
and 163, I believe.
Come on!
163.
Come on! Come
Oh,
on! Yeah!
good. That's a Scotsman for you. He can lift stones. And you're 180 kilos.
Come on! Get it, baby!
Come on!
It's too heavy.
That's one more. 25.88.
That stone's...
Oh. Ready? Up! Go!
122, 142, 100, and 163.
Kom igjen!
That's the last one. And 183 kilos. Come on, Bjørn!
Kom igjen!
I shit my pants! 5 stones in. Listen to me.
Ready? Go!
112, 122, 142.
Come on!
Somebody, sorry. 163. Oh, yes.
Yep,
That's
come
that one. 183.
Come on!
The California's strongest man, Chris Berg.
Ready? Go!
And Zolt is on his way. 122, one motion. 142. 163 up next.
Come on!
Oh yeah, last 163. 16. Now to the 183.
Come on!
Come on!
Come on! Breathe!
You got it.
Come on now!
time on the 4 stones, 18:38. 4 stones, hold on. Go! 112. 142. 142. 163 is next. Come on. That is Johnny. Yep. We have 4 stones on the barrel. 1 stone left. 183 kilos. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Good job! Yep. Come on! Come on! Oh, somebody's starting up.
Okay?
Sorry.
Jól vagy, Jani? 5 seconds, 25 másodperc.
4 stones.
Chris,
All you.
ready? Go!
112.
Come on, Chris!
122. 142. 163.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Go! Yeah!
There you go, bro. Jump right.
Giannis, what a performance here. Second place overall in the stones, a time of just over 23 seconds. Once we've tallied up the points, you're third overall.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I think I probably could have done slightly better for the last event. I didn't put my knee out slightly bit, but yeah, I'm over the moon. I mean, this is my first time in Norway and a great experience, great result. Love it.
How gratifying it is to be only one of 3 athletes to complete the course in Atlas Stones.
It's amazing. I always knew that Atlas Stones are my event, so I was quite confident walking in and lifting all of them. And it felt, to be honest, pretty light. And yeah, very happy with the result.
Bjorn, congratulations here on the win in the last event of the competition, the Atlas Stones. You had a slow start to the competition, good finish. If it was going through your mind going in at last event?
As you said, I had a slow start in the beginning of the competition. But after each event, all you can do really is just start on point again, and that's what I did before the stones. And I just thought to go all in, and it paid off. So winning the whole event with these guys is I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah.
Chris, what a great finish here for you in the Atlas Stones. Only one of 3 athletes to complete all 5 stones. You've placed high throughout all the events, and that's been a key for you because it's earned you enough points where you've clinched the title. You're a 2019 IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge Champion. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, coming here last year and taking second, I really wanted to win this year, and I'm happy I could put it together and make it happen this year. So, yeah, I feel great.
And I know you're in top condition. You've trained specifically for this competition, and it's all paid off.
Yeah. I mean, I train for these very hard. We get focused for 8 to 12 weeks, and I really wanted to come here and show what I could do. So I felt like I finally did it this year.
Chris, you're just going to do a head-to-head. There's going to be you and Janice. The two of you. This stone, 230 pounds, over 500 pounds. You've never lifted this kind of weight before?
No, the best I've done was 205 kilos, so 451. It's a really big jump, but I figured I'd just give it a shot, see what happens.
Janis, your next event coming up, the challenge event with the Atlas Stone. I believe it's 234.8. The stone is.
That's correct.
What's the heaviest stone you've ever lifted? Atlas stone.
200.
So this is a big jump.
It was a big jump, I may as well try it.
So we're going to the S10 Fitness here, San Diego, California, taping you up here.
Yeah, yeah, still the injury that I got earlier on, so just trying to fix me up for this last lift. We'll see what happens.
Our next head-to-head challenge, the Atlas stone. This stone weighs a massive 234.8 kilo, which they've got to lift up onto the platform here. If any of our athletes do so, it's going to be a new Fefor Power Week record.
It is too much today. Maybe press. We'll have to reset. Okay, let's get the stop one. 234.8. Got air under it. Will not stick to him.
Sorry, guys.
Very good try.
Well, Chris, good attempt. You broke ground in it. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was crazy. I really did not expect that, but I felt like I got it moving. I felt like I was going to get it, but all the tacky was ripping off at the same time, and I was just losing it.
Well, good effort. 234.8 kilo. You broke ground. Next year we'll maybe see you back here, maybe managing that stone and lapping it onto the table there.
Yeah, that would be really impressive. I'd be really happy to do that, so looking forward to it next year.
Giannis, great job here. You broke ground in the 234.8 Atlas stone. How did it feel? Heavy?
Heavy! Felt very heavy, yeah. Never attempted the 234.8 before, so it was a long shot. I gave it a go next year.
Where are you feeling it? Is it the hamstrings? How was it in the arms?
I think, it's hard to tell, but I think I must have put too much tacky on, to be honest with you.
Just look at your arms here.
Yeah, they're slightly ripped, but it's not too bad. I think I might have put too much tacky on, so I'll have to play around with the stones back in Scotland and see how that works for me.
Well, look forward to seeing you back here at Fefor Norway next year.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to coming back.
Well, that's it from here in Fefor Norway in the 2019 IHGF Stones of Strength World Challenge. I hope you've enjoyed watching this event as much as we have. Until next time.